Escaping the Rat Race, Alan Watts reveals the truth about money, anxiety, and modern life. The story we're born into, the reality for the masses. Stay with us until the end, so you don't miss these powerful insights and often uncomfortable truths. Imagine this. From the moment you're born, a path is quietly laid out for you. You're told to crawl, then walk, then run, but always in the same direction. Go to school, get good grades, find a respectable job, work for decades, and if you're lucky, maybe, just maybe, you'll get to enjoy life when you retire. This is the story we've all been sold. It's dressed up as success, but as Alan Watts, the philosopher and spiritual teacher, once explained, it's a trap. A game designed to keep you busy, anxious, and endlessly chasing something just out of reach. Welcome to Leveraged Success, your personal all-in-one self-growth channel for your health and wealth, for your better future self. The Rat Race Illusion. Alan Watts often compared modern life to a hamster wheel. Most of us work jobs we don't really love, to buy many things we don't really need, believing happiness is just one more paycheck away. On the other hand, it's society that whispers, once you graduate, you'll be happy. Once you get the promotion, you'll be happy. Once you buy the house, the car, the lifestyle, you'll be happy. But each milestone only pushes the finish line further away. Instead of living in the moment, we sacrifice our youth and energy for a future that's never guaranteed. Why the trap is worse, now more than ever. Our grandparents may have found some stability in this system, but for us, the rules have changed. The cost of living skyrockets, while wages stagnate. Social media bombards us with carefully curated images of success, leaving us feeling behind, anxious, and inadequate. Alan Watts once said, "You can't live at all unless you can live fully now." Yet today's culture tells us to postpone living, to grind until burnout, to always strive for more. No wonder anxiety and depression levels are at an all-time high. We're walking on a treadmill that never seems to stop. Seeing through the illusion. What if the rat race isn't the only path? What if the whole system, school, jobs, endless consumption, was never about living, but about keeping us obedient and distracted? Watts urged people to question this game. What is money if not a symbol we've endowed with imaginary power? What is success if it costs you your freedom and joy? What happens if you stop chasing and start living? Escaping the cycle. Escaping doesn't necessarily mean quitting your job tomorrow or living off-grid, though some do. It means redefining success on your own terms. It means finding purpose in the now, not in some distant someday. To escape the rat race is to wake up from the story you've been told and to write your own, one that values presence, creativity, and real human connection over endless consumption and comparison. A final reflection. Alan Watts didn't just challenge the way we think about money and life. He reminded us that life isn't a journey with a finish line. Life is the music, and we're meant to dance to it, not just race to the end. The question is, are you still running on the wheel, or are you ready to step off and then start living? Alan Watts wasn't just a philosopher. He was a bridge between Eastern wisdom and Western ambition. He spent his life questioning the systems we blindly follow, the chase for money, status, and success, and reminding us that life isn't a race to be won, but a moment to be lived. The ideas in this video about escaping the rat race are deeply rooted in his teachings, that our obsession with getting somewhere keeps us from truly being here. Personally, we think Watts was decades ahead of his time. His message feels even more relevant today when so many of us are trapped in cycles of anxiety, comparison, and endless striving. What about you? What part of Alan Watts' message resonated most with you? Share your thoughts in the comments. We'd love to hear your perspective. And if this video spoke to you, make sure to subscribe if you haven't already for more content exploring freedom, philosophy, and the art of living. The paths of a good career, a steady job, being self-employed or running and building your own business can provide structure, security, and pride in what we do. But we also believe the world is changing rapidly through industry-disruptive technologies, especially now in this new digital economy with the rise of AI, AGI, G for general, and ASI, S for super, combined with advanced robotics. So not only living in the now is important, being flexible and adaptable to change is key. Even when many of us don't really like major changes, that's why lifelong learning matters. When you keep growing, you open the door to new possibilities. Whether it's a side project, an investment, or a skill that expands your freedom. The goal isn't to abandon traditional work, it's to evolve beyond limitations. So in the spirit of Alan Watts, maybe it's time we stop running in circles and start awakening to the life we're actually living. The world is shifting faster than ever, and those who keep learning, adapting, and questioning will be the ones who thrive, not just survive. It is not the strongest of the species that survive, nor the most intelligent, but the one most responsive to change. Charles Darwin. Thanks for watching Leverage Success. Who do you know that would love this video? Share this with them. Your support helps us keep creating, and we'd love to have you and your nearest and dearest as part of our growing community. See you in the next video, every Sunday, 9 a.m. UK time.